Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. Markets are having a bloodbath. The Dow is down over 1,000 points. Nasdaq's down over 500 points. It's a bloodbath out there. This market just does not want to dance. Now look it, I do think the low from last week is going to hold. I actually believe that. I think this is part of the bottoming process. You get a lot of volatility at tops and at bottoms, and right now we're getting that volatility. Look it, now here's what happened. Last week we hit the low, right? And I still think that low is going to hold. But the next day we gapped up higher. It made this gap. We gapped up. And then on Monday we had kind of a flat day, a little down, but then yesterday we gapped up again. Now today we've come back and filled the first gap, and now we're filling the second gap. This is a normal bottoming process. You come back, you retest the lows, you fill those gaps, and then we can go higher. I do think last week's low is going to hold. I even think we're going to end positive this week. We have 2 more days left. Yes, we're going to need a big rally in them to get a positive for the week. Otherwise, we're down 7 straight weeks. We'll see what happens. But I think this is a normal bottoming process. A lot of volatility, and volatility is normal at tops and at bottoms. Okay, let's move on to the real estate market. Now, it's always fascinating to me. I mean, there are so many people out there that just are... It's impossible for houses to go down, Mike. They only go up. And you know, I suppose if you're a young person, a millennial, that's probably what you've seen for the last 12 years. A straight up run in houses. Look at the last 2 years. We've been up over 20% a year for the last 2 years. Do you realize that's really not normal? Do you realize what normal is? Well, normal is about 1 to 2% a year. Now, we've gone 20% and 20%. Well, that's 40%. Now, could we pull back to that level? I think we could pull back to that level and then some. Look it, there's this mean line, and it's called reversion to the mean. Right now, we've way overshot the mean. We're way above it. Now, could we come back to it? Yeah, we could. Could we drop below it? Highly likely. Now, people say that's impossible, especially in their area. It's impossible. If the whole world's collapsing around them, their area is still going to be strong. And I believe that because they got multiple offers. Look at a 50% crash is what I've been calling for, and I do believe that will happen. That's nothing big, really. It's not. It's just we're going back 2 years in time. Could that happen? I believe it could. Look at. I listen to these other real estate agents, and they fascinate me. I mean, I was listening to this one lady. She sells houses down in the south of the United States, and she's telling her people that houses are cheap here, that houses are going to double. The reason they're going to double now is because, well, your home is now your workplace. That's where people work. They don't go into the office anymore. So all this money that was invested in an office space is now going to flow into the housing market and make houses explode higher. And this is what she's telling her clients. Now, when they asked her about the affordability factor, they go, well, can your clients afford it? And she goes, well, a lot of them have been priced out, but we got a solution for that. We're coming out with these 3-year ARMs, right? We're going to start them off at 2% interest. 2% interest. Well, you know what happens? That's called negative amortization. Negative amortization means that your loan keeps getting bigger. The more payments you make, the more you owe. It's negative amortization. She goes, that's not a problem because houses, they're going to double from here. They're going to keep going higher because they're now office space. It's all tied into one. Your home, your office, your living, your working, it's all in one. So houses are really cheap. Hurry up and buy before it's too late. Now, I just think that's crazy talk, but some people will say that, oh yeah, that makes sense, Mike. That's pretty true. That's normal. That's normal. Look it, that's not normal. I'm telling you. We're at a high, an extreme high, and we're going to revert back to the mean. Now, let's just take a reality check here. Okay, a reality check. Now, I say everything's connected together. Look, people think commercial property and houses are not tied together. Well, according to that real estate agent, they kind of are because all that commercial money is going to go invest in the house money now. Well, I think commercial properties are going to come down about 80, 90%. I think they're already dropping. We got office skyscrapers sitting with 20% occupancy rate. When they go to refinance these. Now, they refinance office buildings about every 5 years at a new interest rate, not the interest rate before. It was 3% then, it's 6% now, and by the time they refinance, it may be up at 8 or 10%. Look at these office spaces. They're going to be up for sale really quick. I think they could lose 80, 90%. I mean, they did it in Japan in the 90s. They dropped 95%. Can it happen? Oh, Mike, that's Japan. It can't happen here. This is the United States. Well, we'll see what happens. I think they're already dropping, but I think houses, look at houses 50%. Yeah, it might be a little much. And I feel sorry for the people. They're going to be in pain. They're going to be in pain if their area comes down. The people that bought in the last 2 years, they're going to be in tears. Right now, they're doing the party dance because their house is going like this. It's a rocket ship to the moon. But that's going to change. It changes over time. I'm telling you, nothing goes straight up. Nothing hits that moon. Not even Bitcoin. If you notice, Bitcoin's not going to the moon. Well, let's talk about reality in the housing market. Okay, so what do we got? Well, let's take a look at like brokerage firms. Look at Redfin. It was trading at $90 last year. Now it's trading at $10. Look at Zillow Group. They were trading at $200. Now at $40. What about the home builders? The home builders just this year, I mean, they're down 30, 40%. Lennar was $115, trading today at $73. That sounds like 35% to me. Toll Brothers trading at $75 at the first of the year, now at $45. Once again, sounds like 30, 40%. Look at Open Door. Oh my goodness, they're one of those iBuyers, right? They were trading at $37. You can get them for $7. Hurry up and get all you can. Now, what about the mortgage companies? Well, Rocket Mortgage was up there at $37. It was a high flyer, right? And down at $8. But here's the thing, Rocket Mortgage, this is just what I hear. I haven't verified this, but they're giving loans to people with a 560 credit score. 560. I mean, didn't we learn anything from the subprime crisis? I think we didn't. We're now making those same loans to the same people. 560 will give you a negative amortization loan. Look to me, this is just frightening, right? Now, I want to tell you a little, well, anyways, when I used to flip houses, right, there was this one house. I bought it for $160,000. Now, I'm an old guy. This goes way back. But I sold it 6 months later for almost $300,000. So it almost doubled, right? Well, the person I bought the house from, they were a little upset because I'm an expert. I'm a real estate broker. They felt I took advantage of them. Well, I just bought the house. That's all I did. But I learned from that. They wanted to, they didn't have any leg to stand on, but if they sued me, it would have cost me money. So what I started doing was I started having them sign an addendum. Anytime I bought a property, I had them sign an addendum. I said, I'm going to make $1 million on your property, on your house that I'm buying. And I'd have them sign that addendum. And they'd all tell, oh, you're going to make $1 million on my $200,000 house. And they just sign, that way I'm protected. But right now, when I sell a house, you know what I have them sign? This house can go down 50%. 50%. It can go down. You can lose all your money. I have them sign that because they always sue the dumb real estate broker, right? Who else you going to sue? The real estate broker. They're the ones that sold to me. That lady down south, I think she's going to get sued. But, maybe she knows what she's doing. Maybe houses will double from here. I don't think so. Look there's a recession coming. People are going to lose jobs. People are going to lose their houses, and they're going to be upset when they lose all their life savings that they put into the house, right? They put their life savings in, and they bought this house, and they paid $1 million for it. If it drops to $700,000, their $300,000 that they put down's wiped out. Their life savings is gone. It doesn't come back. It takes 5-10 years. Now I know. Look, I don't have anything to gain by telling you the housing market's going to drop 50%. I would like to see it double. sure, I would like to make twice as much money as I do now when I sell a house. There's nothing more I would like than to see it double. But I'm just telling you, it is not going to double. It is going to revert to the mean. It's going to come in. We're not going to go up 20% a year, 20% a year. It's not going to happen. And once it stops happening, you know what happens? Everybody runs for the hills. They want out, and they all want out at the same time. Look at people tell me there's just incredible shortage of houses, and maybe there is, maybe there isn't. A lot of people own 2 and 3 houses. Do you know 1 out of 10 homes is sitting vacant right now? Do you know they're building 1.5 million homes right now? Do you know that foreclosures are coming? Oh my goodness, foreclosures are coming. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit crazy, but I don't think so. Once again, form your own opinion. This is just my opinion, and that's what I think. And I'm telling you, there's nothing for me to gain. I'm just trying to protect you. Protect yourself. Listen to other people. Go listen to that crazy lady selling homes down in Georgia or somewhere. She'll tell you your house is going to double, and if you believe her, maybe you should buy another one. But I'm saying no, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyways, I'm Tall Mike. If you like this stuff, give me the thumbs up. Bloodbath in the market, man, down over 1,000 on the Dow. I'm still saying, we're going to get a rally Thursday and Friday. We'll see. We'll see. If we break through that low of last week, though, maybe it's time to run for the hills. But I think that low is going to hold up. I think what's going to hold up, and I think we're going to move higher. That's my opinion. Get out there. Have a great Wednesday, everybody. We'll talk again real soon. Bye-bye. Now, thumbs up. Don't forget.